Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond B's, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Carr going to throw right away. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First carry of the game for Zamir White. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Raiders at 4-9 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know that.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me,
he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
25 yards on the play. And the Raiders first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Carr now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Raider 2, 93, 618. Express.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to be zone. It's Carr. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Now Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
29. 29.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Patriots 10-yard line.
To throw is Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football. And
he's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. 10-yard line in. A lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Tough assignment here. Third and goal from the 12. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start guards, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
24 yards. That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Patriots 17. Raiders 14.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
47 yards. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
White. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's White.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Zamir White
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders are once again back in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's another carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing Jones.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there, 20 yards. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a second down and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have yet again retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Raiders 21. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on second and long. Carr. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, Parker, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They hand this off to Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, a run was strong. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
with the score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense. It is working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here now Roberts, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
6-18.
Carr now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Harris. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They run forward with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And now here is another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They run again with Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On the ground, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. New England on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. This is Harris. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Olave, 81 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the a touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing his Carr. That caught by Tremble. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Carr to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
93. 618.
Here's Carr. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Carr. And complete once again to Watson. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Carr. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Back to throw, Carr. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Under pressure, they got him again. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And down he'll go at the 25. 239 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Jones, first throw of overtime here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Well, Brandon, I was on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.